Welcome to the Light Side Facts. What is a fact? It's something that is known to have happened or to exist, especially something for which proof exists or about which there is information. So today we will talk about 30 most interesting history facts. Before we start, I suggest you to help me to grow this channel. It's simple. You can put a like on this video, leave a comment, or better, subscribe to this channel. Big thanks. Here we go. Fact number 1. George Washington moved his slaves in and out of Pennsylvania every 6 months to avoid them taking advantage of a law whereby slaves residing in the state longer than that could claim freedom. Fact number 2. A 2018 study of Hitler's teeth, held in Moscow, claims to prove he died after taking cyanide and shooting himself in the head in 1945. Number 3. Enrique Marco, a Catalan mechanic, was a prominent public face of Spanish survivors of the Holocaust for decades, until his story was revealed to be a lie. In 2014, the writer Javier Cercas, in a tale entitled El Impostor, The Impostor, which is somewhere between an investigation and a novel, looks back on the life of this fabulator. Number 4. The average lifespan of a peasant during the medieval ages was 30 years. Eliminating individuals who died before adulthood completely, from the dates recorded below, the mean life expectancy for women was 43.6 years, with a median of 42/43. For men, it was a mean of 48.7 and a median of 48/49. Number 5. For many Icelanders, World War II is actually known as the Blessed War, because the country has the war to thank for its independence. Number 6. During Prohibition in the United States, the U.S. government literally poisoned alcohol. When people continued to consume alcohol despite its banning, law officials got frustrated and decided to try a different kind of deterrent: death. The federal poisoning program is estimated to have killed at least 10,000 people. Number 7. The Ottoman Empire's Sultan Ibrahim I, known as Ibrahim the Fool, was Sultan of the Ottoman Empire from 1640 to 1648. He had 280 of his concubines drowned in the ocean after one of them slept with another man. Ibrahim was obsessed with fat women, and he would direct his officers to find the fattest women in his empire so that he could add them to his large harem as concubines. Number 8. In 1251, Henry III was given a polar bear by the King of Norway. He kept it in the Tower of London, on a long chain so that it could swim in the Thames. Visitors and locals alike must have gathered to see him swimming. It was not until the arrival of the elephant in 1255 that the polar bear was overtaken by its popularity. Number 9. In ancient Egypt, servants were smeared with honey in order to attract flies away from the pharaoh. Number 10. Before becoming Pope, Pius II wrote a popular erotic book, The Tale of Two Lovers. Pius II was greatly admired as a poet by his contemporaries, but his reputation in belles lettres rests principally upon his The Tale of the Two Lovers, which continues to be read, partly from its truth to nature, and partly from the singularity of an erotic novel being written by a future pope. He also composed some comedies, one of which, titled Chrysis, alone is extant. All of these works are in Latin. Pius II was the author of numerous erotic poems. However, such scandalous material was written before his election and a deep personal change. Number 11. From 1814 to 1830, the flag of the Kingdom of France was plain white. This moment was called the Restoration. A common name is the period in French history corresponding to the restoration of the monarchy as a political regime in France, or more exactly in what was left of the Napoleonic Empire. Number 12. 30,000 children took part of a children's crusade to capture Jerusalem in 1212 AD. Most died in the journey or were sold into slavery. Fact number 13. There were more than 600 plots to kill Fidel Castro. The Cuban dictator was targeted to be killed by a large range of foes, including political opponents, criminals, and even the United States, among many others. Tactics included everything from an exploding cigar to a poisoned diving suit. Number 14. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. Yes, the last queen of Egypt wasn't born in Egypt. As best as historians can tell, Cleopatra VII was Greek. She was a descendant of Alexander the Great's Macedonian general Ptolemy. Number 15. For this fact, please leave a comment to see if you're agreed with it or not. I'm curious. People were buried alive so often in the 19th century that inventors patented safety coffins that would give the dead the ability to alert those above ground if they were still alive. Leave a comment down below. I will read carefully all yours comments. Fact number 16. Leif Erikson, born around 970 in Iceland, is regarded as the first European to land in North America, nearly 500 years before Columbus. Number 17. About 100 billion people have died in all human history. Number 18. Mexican General Santa Anna had an elaborate state funeral for his amputated leg. As if that wasn't enough, Santa Anna used the publicity from the funeral to become president of Mexico, and even after that, he wasn't done reminding everyone that he sacrificed a leg for his beloved country. Number 19. Sucking a king's nipples was a gesture of submission in ancient Ireland. That implies there more likely than not been imperial gathering days when the king uncovered his nipples to encourage nipple sucking. Number 20. Until the 19th century, solid blocks of tea were used as money in Siberia. Tea blocks were, truth be told, the favored type of cash over metallic coins for the migrants of Mongolia and Siberia. The tea couldn't just be utilized as cash and eaten as food in the famine days, yet in addition blended as supposedly valuable medication for treating hacks and colds. Number 21. The 16th-century Escorial Palace of King Philip II of Spain in Madrid. It has 2,600 windows, 1,200 doors, more than 100 miles ca. 161 kilometers of passages. 400 years ago, the enigmatic, introverted, and extremely Catholic King Philip II ruled his empire and directed the Inquisition from here. Number 22. The world's first travel agencies were Cox and Kings, founded in 1758, and Thomas Cook, founded in 1850. And now fact number 23. It's fair to say that Edison was one of the world's most notorious intellectual property thieves. Of the 1,093 things he smashed a patent on, he stole near enough most of them off real geniuses like Nikola Tesla, Wilhelm Röntgen and Joseph Swan, the latter of whom originally invented the light bulb. Number 24. Julius Caesar was the first to encode communications, using what has become known as the Caesar cipher. Number 25. The first written account of the Loch Ness Monster, or Nessie, was made in 565 AD. Number 26. The first mention of soap was on Sumerian clay tablets dating about 2500 BC. The soap was made of water, alkali and cassia oil. Number 27. When Ronald Reagan watched the movie Back to the Future the first time, in the White House movie theater, during one of the scenes, when 1955 Doc Brown was shocked to hear that in 1985 Reagan is the president, and exclaims, "The actor. Who's the vice president?" Jerry Lewis. Reagan laughed so hard that he asked the scene to be run again. Number 28. William Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616. He wrote his own epitaph as a curse to ward of grave robbers. It says, "Good friend, for Jesus' sake forbear, to dig the dust enclosed here. Blessed be the man that spares these stones, and cursed be he that moves my bones." Number 29. Sir Isaac Newton was 23 when he discovered the law of gravity. And now the last one. Fact number 30. A fossil of a human handprint was found inside limestone that was estimated to be 110 million years old. This is way before modern humans were thought to have evolved on Earth. A fossilized human finger found in the Canadian Arctic also dates back about 100 million years. Both suggest that humanity is older than we think, but it has yet to be proven. It's over for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please share, please leave a comment, and subscribe. See you next time for more interesting facts. Have a good day.